in self-defense, if you're trying to escape an attacker, can you bite? Can you bite parts of their body as a way of self-defense to get out of the attack? We're going to explore what types of bites there are, what areas you can bite on, and if it's effective or not effective, and what are some other options out there. So let's get started. Okay, so let's just cover all the common scenarios that we know where we could potentially bite our attacker to get out of. So I'm going to have my partner over here and we're going to walk through some of these. So imagine I'm facing my attacker. He starts yelling and I'm saying no, and he grabs me. Okay, we're just talking about grabs. And in this case, can I bite my attacker? Okay, so watch what happens. Okay, if you hear like, no, stop, let me go. And I try to bite him to escape. Okay, that doesn't really work. Okay, what else could happen? And maybe it's one hand, I'm trying to slap him. Just, no, let me go. Yeah, he could push me down, or he could grab my hair and pull me, which is not really great either. So it's not very effective. Okay, what else? What if he's trying to grab my collar, okay, and trying to do this? But can I stop it? Can I bite him? Okay, not really. Okay, what if something else? I'm still facing my attacker and he's trying to maybe throw a punch or slap, and I try and come in. Can I bite somewhere up here? Not really, okay? It's not very effective. Your best bet in these situations is to escape, is to counterattack. And if you are getting close, it really is to headbutt or punch in the solar plexus. That's better than trying to bite. Okay, so what if now I'm walking away, facing away from my attacker, and this person grabs me, chokes me. What if now can I bite? Okay, now yes. See, my mouth is more accessible. I'm not reaching to bite. When we were facing, or any other case, the attacker, you don't ever want to bend your body because that puts you out of alignment, and that's not really good. You always want to stay in your stance because you're strong that way. In this case, I don't have to bend and reach. All I have to do is slide my mouth down and I can bite. So yes, this is probably a case where I can bite. Is it effective? It is effective in that it's going to hurt the person. Is it going to accomplish your goal? If this person is trying to choke me out, tap. It takes, if the adrenaline is pumping, this person has extra strength. There's research that says it takes 6 seconds before you pass out on an extremely strong chokehold. If that's the case, guess what? They're already on adrenaline, which means they're not really going to feel the pain as much. And trying to do whatever attack to try to get this person off me is not very smart, because in that process, I am being choked. So my first goal always is to release the choke instantly and then do counterattacks, okay? So if this does happen, my first goal is to make room. Now I have room. Now I can do whatever I want to. So now if I have the ability to attack or bite, maybe I do bite. But if I don't, maybe I headbutt, maybe I do other things that are possibly more effective. But maybe I'm already tucking my chin to prevent attack, so that could be one of the attacks I do. Yes, that might work. Okay, what other things? Okay, I'm walking away, this person grabs my hair or my collar, right? Okay, yes, there's so many other options. Can I bite here? No, not really. Okay, what if it grabs my collar or can I bite here? Not really, okay. So there's not very many attacks except something that comes around your mouth already, or a gag type thing, right? In this case, could I bite? Maybe, right? I could, yes. Would it work? Possibly. They're not trying to choke me. It's a low level attack and I can still defend myself however I want to get out of it. So those are some scenarios where biting is effective. Now, what if we're on the ground? What if we're on the ground? Let's take a look at that. So now, what if I have fallen down on the floor and my attacker is trying to get on top of me? What options do I have here? So here I am, here's my attacker, right? Somehow he pushed me down and is trying to climb me. Now, there's a lot of ground defense elements that we need to think about here. In this case, if he is, depending on how this person's on top of me, okay? When what they're trying to do, is he trying to choke me? Is he trying to, I don't have access here as much But if I do know how to do ground defense correctly, if I do know how to shrimp out, if I know how to choke this person, if there are other things I can do like this, right? Then it leads me to, yes, open spots that I could bite. I could do that. But this is much harder because to get into a position where you can bite your attacker, you need to learn self-defense moves and techniques and how to be strong in your stance and what options do you have, how to use your hips, how to turn, how to move, how to choke. There's a lot of things. But otherwise, if I'm just flailing around, he might just grab my hand and just push me down. And now I just don't really have anything. So that's a problem. When can biting be effective? When you're on the ground, only if you really know how to defend yourself can you potentially incorporate biting into your self-defense. But you need to know how to defend yourself. Ground defense, already have that knowledge first. If you're standing, facing away from your attacker, yes, you have the option where the hand is around your neck or your mouth. Then those are the options where you could bite your attacker. Facing the attacker, we've talked about not very many options, because if you reach for their hand or their body, they could push you down or pull you. That puts your body off balance. It's not a great position to bite. So overall, you need to first learn how to defend yourself, be in your strong stance, how to escape. Those are better options than trying to bite, because that could backfire. Now, yes, we might have seen them in movies where somebody's trying to grab somebody else, an attacker is trying to grab the heroine or the protagonist, and she just bites him off and runs away. Is it possible? Could it happen in real life? Maybe. Could things go wrong? More likely. Okay, it's more likely that things will go wrong in real life. I get it. We see it on TV that women try to bite their male attackers and they get to run away. And how often are these things that we see in movie real life based? How often do they actually work in real life? Any kinds of fights, martial arts moves that we see in movies, they're not realistic. So biting, sure, you can use it in addition to your self-defense training. It's possible, but you need the self-defense training. And in fact, why do you even need your self-defense training? That's something to think about. What is it that's causing you to think, how do I bite? How do I use that to get out? Well, what's happening in your life? Are you being harassed by people on the street? You need to eliminate those threats first. That's the point. Root cause analysis. What is happening? How can I eliminate these threats so that I don't even have to learn self-defense or learn how to bite? So focus on those issues, focus on eliminating those challenges as opposed to thinking about biting.